Wala ka ba nadarama sa ating mga ginagawa pag tayo lang dalawa? Kayakap ka, pero pansamantala lang ika'y umaalis habang ako'y umaasa na. Ang pakay mo'y higit pa sa lahat ng to. Nasa Sagi ba sa isip mo na maging tayo? Ipapalit lang ba sa hangin tawag ng puso? Ipahiwatig mo naman ang katotohanan ng tinatago. Nasa Sagi ba ng iyong isip nilalaman ng iyong puso? Nandito pa, walang kasiguraduhan. Hindi alam anong patutunguhan. Ano kayang silbi ng nasimulan kung di pagbibigyan na totohanin na ang tayo? Ipaalam mo sa'kin kung anong dulo. Isip nila laman ng iyong puso. Alam kong may nilalaman, pero takot ka na ipaglantaran. Kita sa iyong mata ang katotohanan. Nasa Sagi ko na ang puso mo. Nasa Sagi ba sa isip mo na
Hello and welcome to Live Jam. I'm your host, Nina Liu, and join me tonight in welcoming to the Rappler Live Jam stage our guest for tonight, Pablo. Hi!
Hi!
Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm fine.
Hindi ka naman kinakabahan masyado. Parang hindi naman.
Carry naman kasi medyo busy naman na yung mga tao. So.
Yeah. Well, if may halong ka ba man yung performance mo kanina, hindi siya halata at all.
Thank
Solid
you.
start to our show.
Yes.
So again, welcome to Live Jam. And that first song you performed was called Sagi. Correct.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little more about the song?
Sagi is, it's a very personal song. And I think kasi na it's really cool to be personal sometimes with my song, and I love being vulnerable when writing my songs kasi it's the best way for me to become relatable to the listeners. And yung song na to is about my mga past situationships as a college student na ang daming mga mahihirap na napagdaanan ko sa relationships na sobrang iniisip at tinuhope ko na sana maging kami, and hindi lang siya more than just yung mga ganong bagay lang. Sana more than just, attachment.
Yeah.
Sana magkaroon ng label. Mga ganong stuff.
Parang you sang a lot about what ifs, kumbaga, in the song. buti hindi ka hesitant na maging ganun ka vulnerable.
At first, yes. Pero yung aim ko with my music kasi in the long run is to be more open and be more authentic. And I know that it's not really that easy to become
Yeah.
authentic and um, truthful sa music mo, but it's a process. And the more that I release and create songs, the more that I become more honest. And it's something na alam mo yung it's just your lifestyle and just sharing what's happening in your life and
Yeah.
hoping that someone could relate to it.
Yeah, that's parang having a platform like music.
Yeah.
Parang that's and getting to share these typically, you'd only stories na you would only tell your closest friends. It's also like a privilege kasi not everyone gets to kumbaga storytell to
Yeah.
such a wide audience. So speaking of music, do you wanna share for those who maybe are discovering you tonight for the first time how you got into creating music?
So how did I get to creating music? Since ano pa lang kasi ako, since I think around 5 years old, parang nakita na ng family ko na I'm into music. So I started with just singing sa school and then it developed into performing. So I learned how to dance. Joined workshops, mga ganun, mga dance class, song classes. And then when I got into a certain age, which is 14, around 8th grade, I realized na maybe I am into songwriting. And then since then, I've been writing my music na, but I never release it or let anyone hear it aside from my brother who's a bully. So, sobrang ino-okray niya yung mga kanta ko, which is totoo naman. So, siya yung pinaka naging best critic ko
Yeah.
until na naging comfortable ako na mag-join ng mga competitions back at school before sa Ateneo. Meron kasi mga songwriting competition. So, doon ako nagkaroon ng confidence to join from hindi nakuha sa mga nag-submit to nanalo sa isang category. So, yun yung pinaka pumukaw sa akin na maybe I should just keep pushing, just keep on writing until andito na ako ngayon.
Yes, in Rappler, welcome.
Yes.
It's been a long time coming. It's been years. I mean, essentially your whole life you dedicated to discovering yourself as an artist, di ba? Kasi you mentioned also you dabbled in dance and other performance types. So, why did you ano yung nangyari nung 14 years old ka na nasabi mo, ay parang music yung way ng self-expression ko na would fit me the best?
I'm really into pop culture. I study and I follow a lot of pop artists,
Okay.
and my favorite is Lady Gaga. So since I was 8, I've been a little monster. So since then, I study pop culture, iconography, and I always dreamed of becoming one. I always dreamed of becoming a pop artist, and that's why I realized na maybe at this early age I should start writing. And then ang dami-dami ko palang hindi pa alam nung time na yon, which is normal kasi kaumpisa ko pa lang, but I am proud kasi sinimulan ko siya ng ganong edad. And now I'm still learning. There's still a lot of things that I have to learn when it comes to pop. And I'm really, really, happy that pop is becoming more welcomed nasa Philippines kasi nag-evolve na yung pop. What I mean is yung new sound ng pop is nagiging mainstream and mas nilalove na siya ng masa, and I'm so in for it.
Okay, well, we're very excited because we have more music we are going to hear from you tonight. So let's go on to your next song, which is called Di Inakala.
Yeah.
Sige, I will ask you more about this song after you perform it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So here to perform his next song is Pablo with Di Inakala.
Kailan pa inamin laman ng damdamin, hawakan aking dibdib, pintig ng puso'y Ikaw lang makakarinig, mga tingin ay may lamang. Tayo lang ang nakakaalam. Masugat man ay di ka bibitawan. Malabong mga panaginip ngayon malinaw na. Di ko akalain ikaw ang para sa akin. Di makapaniwala ngayon nandito ka na sa aking tabi. Di alam ang kulang sa akin hanggat sa ikaw ay dumating mga katanungan sa aking isip ngayon nasugot mo na. Masugat man ay di ka bibitawan. Malabong mga panaginip ngayon malinaw na. Di ko akalain ikaw ang para sa akin. Di makapaniwala ngayon nandito ka na sa aking tabi.
If you're just tuning in, this is Live Jam and you just heard Pablo perform Di Inakala. So,
Yeah.
nakita na we're starting to see your range actually as an artist with that second song kasi
Thank you.
you slowed it down naman with a ballad. Na actually, I was thinking when I heard your first song, we don't hear a lot of that parang alt pop sound in OPM. Like that's not the first thought you would think to hear if you say OPM. Tapos itong second song naman yung mas familiar na nga tayo na ballad type. So can you tell us about how you curate your sound as an artist?
Before, I like to box myself into a certain sound and genre, but then when I learned to explore, kasi it's easy to explore while listening, but it's hard to explore when it comes to creating something. So I realized na parang moving forward, hindi ko na siya binabox yung self ko into a certain sound. So yung way ko of curating my sound is more of like sa choice of melody and lyricism kasi
Mhm.
I think it's something that you can't fake, yung approach mo when it comes to writing. So I just let myself be authentic when it comes to writing the lyrics, and I don't really put too much consciousness dun sa anong type of genre. Because like as much as possible, since bago pa naman ako sa
Yeah.
music, I want to explore as well as sa listeners. I want to learn and know kung ano yung mga nagugustuhan nila sa mga nagagawa ko. And um, moving forward naman, meron din ako mga sound na doon ako, ini-insist ko talaga na yun. Sure ako doon. And
Mm.
I will be releasing those songs rin soon.
Okay,
So I just
exciting.
need that moment. I just wanna keep on dancing until mangyari yung ang moment na hinihintay ko na sana mabigyan ako ng attention na more para mas mag-click pa yung songs na pinaprepare ko in the future.
Yeah, well, circling back lang though to Di Inakala,
Mhm.
just briefly, what's the story behind this song naman? I mean, obviously it's very angsty. We hear that in the lyrics and in the melody, but what's the actual story behind it?
For Di Inakala, I have to be honest kasi people expect me to have a successful relationship kasi I was able to write Di Inakala.
Ah, okay.
But unfortunately, everyone, wala pa akong naging jowa ever in my life. So, medyo pretentious ako sa Di Inakala, but I swear it was a fantasy of mine na siguro pag dumating na yung person na pinili ako ng well, unconditionally, minahal ako, parang di inakala, yun yung sinulat ko na
Mm-mm.
baka yun yung lalabas sa bibig ko kapag nahanap ko na or dumating na yung the one.
I see.
Mhm.
So, at first listen, baka hindi talaga yun yung iisipin ng mga tao na background or context behind the song. So, it's interesting then siguro how like anyone and everyone can interpret your music different ways. How does that, as a creator, as a writer, as an artist, make you feel na sometimes the intended message you would want to say isn't how people would receive it?
Um, I find it okay because like at the end of the day, what's important for me is that they stream it. So mas dumami yung streams. Emela. Pero
Real
yung
talk lang.
as long as makinig kayo, okay lang
Yeah.
anong pagkakaintindi. Charing. Yung ano ko lang talaga, yung okay lang sa akin kasi I respect yung interpretation ng mga listeners. As long as, ayun, may own interpretation din ako sa songs ko. So, hindi ko masyado siyang gustong i-box rin doon na parang kung ano lang yung interpretation ko, yun lang yun, hindi. So, it's okay with me if ano yung mga naiisip niyong concept or anything with my songs. I'm open to that.
Okay. So maiba naman tayo. You're actually not from Manila, right? So you're actually from Davao City,
Yeah.
correct? Which is interesting because of course nandito sa Manila yung if you want to break into the mainstream industry in the Philippines, syempre nandito siya sa sentro. So were there in your journey so far as an artist, what were the maybe challenges you experienced as you know, you're from the regions so wala ka sa sentro. Yeah, how is it like
Yeah.
pursuing a career?
It's let me think first. So, ano ba talaga yung naging struggle? Kasi I think kasi sa generation ko na as an artist, hindi na siya ganun ka-super difficult kasi may help na ng technology and
Yeah.
internet. It's just that the only struggle that I really find important is yung cultural differences. Kasi ang daming, kahit na nasa isang country lang tayo, ang daming differences when it comes to the culture.
Of course.
And as a person who grew up sa bukid, who grew up sa probinsya na area, kasi yung area ko sa Davao is hindi siya dun sa main city part. So nasa bundok kami banda. Kasi yung bahay namin used to be a farm ng papa ko. So doon ako lumaki talaga. And kaya medyo, hindi naman conservative, pero hindi ganun kabilis yung oras doon.
Right.
And when I started living here sa Manila, kasi dito na ako nakabase, ang laking adjustments lang when it comes to the people, their lifestyle, how they live, and but at the end of the day, it's really about just doing what you think is right. And yun lang rin yung ginagawa ko. I'm doing what I think is right, and I'm doing everything that it takes to really make my music work. Yun, kasi yun yung pinaka-importante sa akin na I get to survive and I get to do what I love, which is making music.
Yeah. Okay, that's really nice kasi I can imagine parang you as a young child or a teenager, baka in your head noon, suntok sa buwan yung pangarap na maging artist or maging
Totoo.
singer. So it's nice to see na hindi pala, you prove that wrong. And it's also a testament to your hard work for sure na nakarating ka here. All right. So looking forward to hearing more of your story. But for now, let's go back to the music. We have another song from you. This one is called Hilo.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, sige. A little background naman about Hilo before we hear it.
Okay. So, Hilo it has two meanings and ngayon ko lang siguro masasabi yung other meaning behind why is it called
Ooh,
Hilo and why I purposely released it as a single. Kasi for the past 2 years or 3 years as an artist, ang dami kong mga pinagdaanan and ang dami kong changes like physically, sonically, ang dami talagang mga hindi ko alam kasi nasa 20s ako and I was around 19 when I started releasing my song. So
Okay.
I am as confused as the other 20s dyan na mga, diba, ganun tayo, hinahanap natin yung sarili natin. And as an artist, I also wanted to be transparent na, yes, hinahanap ko yung identity ko, hinahanap ko pa rin yung sound ko. And then, sa process na yun, nakakahilo siya. So kaya ako sinulat yung hilo kasi nahilo ako sa mga gusto ko. Hindi ko
Okay.
alam pa rin kung ano ba talagang gusto ko. And now that I'm turning 25 this year, and I think na parang nagkaroon na ako ng better grasp kung ano ba talaga yung gusto ko. And I just wanted that to reflect dun sa story ko as an artist na dumaan ako sa hilo before ko nakilala yung sarili ko dun sa Atin ang Gabi.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to hearing this one. So here is Paul Pablo with Hilo.
Masaya ka bang gabi-gabi na lang? Pinipiling di magkaintindihan. Di pa ba sawa kung nahihirapan? Di magtitiis, sakit sa ulo lang. Pabago-bago, di makahabol sa mga gusto mo. Ba't ba nandito? Habol ng habol, nakakahilo, hilo, hilo. Nahihilo dahil sa'yo, di alam ang gagawin ko. Nalilito lagi sa'yo, di alam anong gusto mo. Oh, oh. Nahihilo dahil sa'yo. Oh, oh. Nahihilo dahil sa'yo. Iyong narinig pero di nakinig. Palagi na lang tayong away-bating. Ngayon'y umaapaw, bukas di sapat. Kailan ba sasakto, timpla natin dalawa? Di ba kahabol sa mga gusto mo? Habol ang habol, nakakahilo. Hilo, nahihilo dahil sa'yo. Di alam ang gagawin ko. Nalilito lagi sa'yo. Di alam ano gusto mo. Nahihilo dahil sa'yo. Nahihilo dahil sa'yo. Nahihilo dahil sa'yo.
right, hello and welcome to Live Jam. If you're just tuning in, we just heard Pablo with Hilo. I love that. I'm so excited to talk about this song. So again, nag-iba na naman yung, nag-shift na naman yung energy ng show natin tonight. You brought it up with this song. Are you out of breath? Hindi ka naman hinihingal.
Carry lang.
Carry lang. Okay. So, you wouldn't expect na yun pala yung message ng song, the one you shared before, kasi it was all about like confusion and these really heavy, conflicting feelings. But then, it's contrasted with this very upbeat, high energy song with this very engaging choreography.
Thank
so,
you.
ano yung, while you were making this song, what made you decide na ganun yung treatment na gusto mong i-apply performance-wise?
I think dito talaga, since you've mentioned contrast, I wanted to play with that kasi the beat is, it's upbeat.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it has that vibe na, it's kind of sarcastic in a way, yung or ironic,
Yes.
yung pagkaka-portray ko ng song. Kasi I wanted the lyrics to be sad, but the beat to be something na will make you dance. Kasi yun, parang I wanted to just dance with the pain of being confused and not knowing what to do. Dahil ang toxic na ng relationship ko with myself before. And when you listen kasi sa song, I'm referring to someone, but I was actually imagining myself talking to myself when I was writing it. So, ayun, wala akong inaaway.
So,
sa
ikaw
song na
yung
to.
sayo.
Oo.
Yung sayo na tinutukoy mo.
Yeah.
That's you. Well, yun nga, kanina you shared na dance was also one of your main passions growing up. So, how was that experience being able to, because you put out a performance video for this song.
Yeah.
How's that experience creating choreography? Kasi that's also another facet of your artistry. So, how is that like?
I'd like to give a shout out to Eminent and
Yes.
to Seth Sains for making this choreography video. Also to GV and Decoy and Vince Lim, Gio. So we all worked for this dance video, and the concept for the dance video, we just created it overnight kasi nandyan na yung choreography and business stuff. Ang hirap maghanap ng
Yeah.
or maghintay ng budget for the for this asset, and then when it came in yung budget, parang nakakapos na kami sa time kasi nandyan na yung song. It's already floating for a month. So we wanted to really put out the video as much as possible. So ayun, I mean as soon as possible. So ayun, ayun na yung nagawa namin concept overnight.
Maganda naman. I mean, di halata.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
It's just my normal life sa Davao, yung kahit saang streets, nasa laundry shop, ayun. And the concept rin behind it is, it's just very low-key na yung mga imagery na gusto naming ipahiwatig sa people, like the laundry shop na I wanted to come off clean from my past, kaya doon yung scene namin, doon namin siya shoot, but at the end of it all, yung focus lang talaga is nasa dance. Parang ganun.
Speaking of Davao, since you mentioned it, you grew up there, obviously. And I'm curious because the lyrics of your song, you write in either Filipino or English, which I assume is neither of those are your first languages. Or
So,
it was ba?
it was. Kasi,
okay.
my struggle kasi, I have to share this and I want to post this also.
Yeah.
Because like, people have been expecting me to be really fluent in speaking Bisaya. So, my struggle growing up is I'm not really that fluent in both, sa Tagalog and Bisaya. Kasi my mom had to speak in Tagalog sa bahay kasi she grew up in Masbate and my papa is Batanggenyo.
Okay.
So, sa bahay, kailangan namin mag-Tagalog and sa school, kailangan kong mag-Bisaya.
Yes.
So, bulol ako. Bulol akong person, kaya ang hirap sa akin growing up na ganun. Pero, fun naman siya. Kaya, yung natutunan kong speak talaga is English, Tagalog, and Bisaya. Pero, yun na nga, bulol akong mag-Bisaya and mag-Tagalog.
Part din siguro yun ng character development mo. I mean,
Yeah.
to be who you are today, that, that was part of growing up.
Hilo.
Exactly. But we have one more song we're gonna hear from you tonight, and the song is actually very special because it tackles, I guess, a community and also an issue that's maybe close to your heart. You're a very proud member of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
So how has your experience or that part of your identity affected the way you create your music?
I was trying to avoid before, like writing a song with the aim to really hit the community, the LGBT community, because I don't wanna put out that type of, parang ganong tawag nito, approach na I'm just using the community for the clout, or I'm just using them so that I'll have an audience or market, that's something you cannot avoid, but at the same time, that's not really my goal with this song. I wanted to just really reach out to those who can relate to my song, especially in my community. Kasi growing up, it's inspired kasi by my struggles as a gay person growing up, na parang sometimes I feel like I'm so alone. Growing up sa area ko, sa Davao, and nag-aaral ako sa Catholic school. So very difficult for me to express myself. And sometimes I just feel like my life isn't that colorful as what people expect na mga gay people is. Na parang when you say LGBT or gays, makulay, slay, ganun agad. Pero yung totoo talaga, para siyang gabi, yung life ko before. Madilim siya and it's black and white. And I wanted to remind my community na with this song, na sana yung community natin is not just there for celebrations and for fun, but I want them to be there even on the days na we feel anxious, we feel fearful. Kasi yun yung pinaka-purpose sana ng community natin, na to remind everyone na we got and we have each other's backs, na kaya nating damayan ng isa't isa kahit na hindi lang siya parang para mag fun and all.
Yeah.
Haba ng chika ko.
It's okay. I mean, a lot of the things you mentioned that you struggled with din naman only stemmed from the fact na society, imposed like these stereotypes upon the community. So if that didn't exist, then you wouldn't have that struggle. So it's a collective effort to change that, I guess. And your music can help in one way or another with that. Yeah. So it's been a pleasure having you on Live Jam and hearing the evolution of your music and your range for your songs. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you had fun as well.
Thank you so much also for having me. It's my first time here.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to be able to share my music.
Yes. We're so happy to have you. And before we let you go, anything you want to share to our viewers, maybe tell them about,
So this year, I still have more songs coming out. So please, abangan nyo sana yung mga kanta ko. And also, I will be releasing a dance video of my song, Atin ang Gabi. And abangan nyo siya kasi ito yung pinihintay ko for this song. And please keep streaming my songs on Spotify or any other streaming platforms that you prefer.
Where can they find you sa socials?
You can find me sa Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, but I prefer Instagram. Just type in @itsPaulPablo and mahanap niyo na ako.
Yay, perfect. So again, Paul, thank you for being here.
Thank you also.
We're looking forward to hearing your last song. But before we do, to our viewers, thank you also so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. As always, if you feel like you want the conversation to keep on going, we have an app that you can join and converse in. It's called Rappler Communities app. There's a QR code on the screen, so you can download the app. Check that out. And there's a pop culture channel for you to join if you're interested in this type of music or conversation. But that has been it for tonight's show. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Nina Liu, and here to close out our show is Paul Pablo with Atin ang Gabi.
Dati pa lang gustong kumawala para kunin ang di balakid ang iyong pangangamba. Mundo'y nag-aabang. Huwag kalimutan ang hangarin mong bitbit. It's all for nothing if you are afraid to live. You will never find out if you stay. Huhulihin ng mga hinihiling. Hinihiling. Marami pang hindi alam, mahaba pa ang gabi. Come with me, nothing's in the way. Marami pang hindi alam, mahaba pa ang gabi. Come with me, nothing's in the way. sa atin ang gabi. It was made for us, it was made for us. Sa atin ang gabi. It was made for us, it was made for us. Handa na ba? Handa ka na? Nasa'yo na sa simula pa. Nung una, hindi sila nandito ka dahil ikaw ang nararapat. Ikaw lang, huwag kalimutan ang hangarin mong bitbit. It's all for nothing if you are afraid to live. You will never find out if you stay. Huhulihin ng mga hinihiling, hinihiling, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Hinihiling, hey, hey, hey. Marami pang hindi alam, mahaba pa ang gabi. Ang gabi. Marami pang hindi alam, mahaba pa ang gabi. Come with me, nothing seems to be. Marami pang hindi alam, mahaba pa ang gabi. Come with me, nothing seems to be. It was made for us, it was made for us. Something ang gabi, something ang gabi. Marami pang hindi alam, mahaba pa ang gabi, yeah. Come with me, nothing seems the way, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Come with me, nothing seems the way.